There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. There's a place called a gin mill way down in the slums. My baby goes that night and stays till the morning comes.
Howdy, folks. How y'all doing?
What's up, cowboy?
Oh, doing fantastic tonight. We're at Alley's.
It is so good to see you, man.
That's good seeing you.
It is.
I mean, it's been like, what, 7 months since you've been on the show? Yeah.
I had a baby.
Did you?
2.
You had a baby?
Nope. No.
You look great.
I know, thank you. I've been working out. I've been doing Pokemon Go.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good for the legs.
Getting that exercise in.
He does fun dips.
He doesn't
Every day, baby.
He doesn't miss leg day.
No.
Arm day, though?
I don't miss it at all.
Leg day, complete opposite.
Did you ever see that Pizza Hut commercial where the guy's like 30 minutes or less, you get your pizza, and he does the 30-minute abs or less, and he shows up the door and he's got a six-pack, and the pizza guy showed up. He's like, nice.
No, I haven't, but
It's brilliant.
YouTube.
Pizza and exercise together doesn't sound awesome.
No, it really doesn't.
Sounds brilliant.
It's a great commercial, actually.
Hey, so we're back at Alley's, right?
We are
at Alley's Alehouse.
Yeah.
And there's 4 out of 5 pigs here, which has been unusual lately.
Yeah.
Is.
Here we go again.
Really is.
I thought we had passed that point. Thanks.
Yeah.
No, we
Well,
haven't.
it's not always you. You're here,
okay.
he's gone. You know, we're all together now. Pat's gone.
Gotcha.
It just we're never all 5 in the same location ever at once. It
5
seems
of
like.
you?
Yeah, isn't that
Yes.
crazy?
I'm not actually the tech
Here's
guy.
the cool thing. We never talk over each other, ever.
Yeah, that depends on how much we have to drink, I think. But
That was awkward.
We'll be
everybody else is
dubbing
looking
some
at me like,
crickets
"Are you
into that one.
Yeah. It's like he had a point to prove or something.
How drunk is he already?
Dragon's milk.
Yeah.
Well, which brings up a great point. Brendan, why don't you introduce a guest of ours?
I would love to. We have 2 special guests tonight. This is
Well,
like
one
a-
really doesn't matter. Let's be honest.
I'll just be
I'm
one of the
sorry.
pigs. Don't worry about me.
We have one very special guest and another one. But it's going to be like a dual show tonight. And we
Thanks,
have a
asshat.
2-parter. And I'm sure everybody in Indy knows the voice that's talking right now. So
I mean, really, I hope they don't.
we'll introduce Mr. Ben Cannon from Spark Joy Music first.
Good evening.
Excellent to have you on.
Let's
Let's
make
Finally.
clarification.
No,
Wait a minute.
sorry.
Let's
That
make
was-
clarification. That wasn't the special guest.
Right.
No. That was
He's special.
They were setting up, and I was waking up from last night's party, so they were just like, fuck it, I'll stick around. Let's do this.
They locked him in somehow last night.
I didn't leave.
No, the very special guest who we are very excited about because I'm not going to lie, we are huge fans of this brew and especially the Dragon's Milk. It's just
The whole series.
The whole series is just fantastic, and she's got a new one tonight that we haven't had. Most of us anyway. Holly from New Holland.
Hello.
It is great to have you
Welcome,
on.
Holly.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming
Thanks
to our
for coming
home.
on, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. Are you going to call me a pig? Do I get to be one of the
That was
pigs?
much more welcoming than what I got.
Usually ask first.
Yeah, usually when I call a woman a pig, it doesn't end well for me.
Okay. Well,
Oh, if this was deeper into the show, I would have other comments, but I'm just going to let it go.
No.
We got time.
you just
Patience.
wait.
The greatest samurai.
calm down, Hunter. Remember, this is a family show. This is like, you know, very, very PG.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, God.
Well,
It's like, I don't know what to do.
if we want to go anywhere with this,
Yeah.
we had better keep it PG.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go anywhere. So
Brendan told me I could say whatever I want.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can. I was just messing around.
that was all very
He
says I
sarcastic.
can.
So how did you get involved with New Holland?
Well, I've been in the beer industry for a while now. I worked at a craft beer bar up in Mishawaka called Bar Louie.
Awesome.
And
yeah.
I got really into craft beer there.
What?
And-
Wait, hold on. You worked
Yeah.
at Mishawaka Bar Louie?
Yes, I did.
I opened Bar Louie's literally for like 2 years
Really?
with Restaurants America before they tanked.
Oh,
You did?
man.
Yeah. I opened the one in Flint, Michigan. I opened Carmel, Colorado, Florida, and there was another one in there I opened as well.
I was really indifferent about you for a while until now.
So anyways,
No.
it was such a kind of a cool that's crazy that you worked there, though.
Yeah.
How was
Yeah.
it?
Great. I worked there for a few years, and I got really into craft beer there, and my love for craft beer began. And
That's awesome.
And then I got a job with an independently owned craft beer distributor, and worked for them for a little while, and kind of just decided I wanted to work for one brewery that I
Yeah.
was really passionate about, and found out about the New Holland gig. It was kind of like one of those golden egg jobs that you never think you'll get, and I got very lucky and I got it. And
Congratulations.
I've been with them.
that's awesome.
Thank you. I've been with them for a year and a half now, and I love it. And it's a wonderful brewery to work for, and we make great beer.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a plus.
So you got into craft beer.
Yeah.
Let me pick
Nice.
this up for you. I got
Yes.
you.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
4
got
of
into
them here,
craft
by the way,
beer.
He's
listeners.
like the one that like dials us all in.
Yeah. Let me get you back together here.
4 of you.
I know, exactly. And all of us are just sitting there going, what?
I normally am talking more, but tonight I'm playing the tech nerd
He's
role,
playing
which
with
is not
knobs.
normally what I do.
You're doing a great job, though.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's
thanks.
not.
Not really, but it's
So
okay.
anyway, we're making him feel good. So anyway, you got into craft beer. So what is your go-to craft beer? What kind of what style?
Well, I love Dragon's Milk, obviously.
Well.
See, I knew I liked you.
I like stouts and porters.
Cool.
They're my favorite style.
Amen.
Darker beer. I like hoppy beer, but I'm kind of picky about it. I can't drink this super crazy hoppy ones because they kind of make me to where I can't taste.
You're a hop snob?
anything after.
Are you allowed
No,
to
I'm not a hop snob
Are you allowed to
at all.
admit you like
I'm a
other
wuss.
beers other than
Yeah.
New Holland
Oh,
beers,
yeah.
or is it like
Oh,
I
yeah.
only drink New Holland? This is all I do.
No, I love all beer.
Do you?
I
Do you-
mean, if it's quality and. if
But do you have
it's-
another brewery out there than other than New Holland that you really enjoy? Consistently.
I like. Let me see. I really like some of the indie breweries that
Really?
are around here. I'm in Indy a lot for work, so
Okay.
I really enjoy. What's it called? Black Acre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Black Acre.
Yeah.
Irvington area, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then Central State, they're
Yep.
doing some really
Where's
awesome.
Central
They're doing
State?
really good
They're-
sours.
I didn't
Excellent.
Hey, you remember where Central
Yeah.
State Asylum was?
No,
I mean,
don't know.
you did a stint there.
It doesn't mean he remembers it.
You walk into your car by
It's
yourself
like
later?
right across the street.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Well, I figured you were gonna help me too, my car.
Yeah, Central State's doing some excellent sour
Yeah,
beers.
doing
One of
really
the
they do a
best
lot
around,
of
yeah.
like Belgian styles
Yeah.
and
Oh, cool.
sours. And
Very cool.
Yeah, so I like that style a lot. And Urban Chestnut out of St. Louis is great. They do a lot of German style.
I keep hearing about these guys now
Yeah.
over and over and
Yeah.
over the last few months,
Is
and
this
I
one?
still haven't had them. I think they're at St. Louis, right?
Who's
Is
this?
that- okay.
St. Louis.
Urban Chestnut?
Urban Chestnut.
Oh, Urban. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, they're in the same. My distributor here in Indy sells their beer as well, so we kind of overlap and we
That-
get to try each other's
Are you
beer.
Cavalier? Or?
We're with Zinc Distributing.
Zinc, okay.
Yep.
Is there anywhere you can get them around here? The
Urban Chestnut? Yeah. I mean, really anywhere that sells craft beer
Okay.
has it. Yeah.
I'll be looking for it.
Yeah. Right next to the New Holland.
Well-
right next to it.
Well, I know where to look then.
Yeah.
I know right where that's at.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so the Dragon's Milk line is just so incredible. I mean, I always say there's not much more to New Holland than,
Oh, yeah.
than the
What?
Dragon's
There
Milk
is?
line.
I had no
But-
idea. Yeah.
But that's what got me into New Holland beer. Was
It
that
is,
the
absolutely.
first one I had was
Yeah.
the Dragon's Milk, and I was like, holy shit, this
Yeah.
is amazing. And then I found out there's more than just one.
More. There is more.
And the whole line is, I haven't had one that I didn't think was, holy shit, this is great. I mean,
Good.
it's an amazing line of beer, but New Holland itself has an amazing line of
That
beer.
should be their 2017 tag. Holy
Holy
shit, this is
Holy
great.
shit.
Yes.
I can't drink beer, and I would drink that. It'd be like,
Yeah.
all right.
Gonna die drinking this beer, but
It'll
it's
be a
all right.
rough year, but
That's a good tagline. Yeah, just go ahead and get a hold of your marketers there and get it taken care of.
Holy shit.
Well, tell us a little bit about New Holland. I mean, how did they get it started? I mean, do you know how, kind of the history behind New Holland?
Well, we are out of Holland, Michigan, which is once you hit the. Whoa.
Who made that? Who goes,
That was me. I was just being
So Holland, Michigan is a town that is, it's about an hour and a half up the west coast of Michigan once you hit the state line. And it is a really cool little town. We celebrate a lot of Dutch heritage there.
Nice.
It's about 20 minutes south of Grand Rapids. And we've been around for 19 years. We were founded by Brett Vanderkamp, who I believe he was brewing with his friends from his English class. And so that's why a lot of our beers have really literary names. Mad Hatter, The Poet, Ichabod, Monkey King.
that all makes a
So,
lot of sense now.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at our whole lineup, a lot
Never
of
made
them are
any kind of
very
connection to
literary.
that, but now it does. Yeah.
Yes. If you like
books. What are these paper things?
Must
Yeah.
have made it on video. I don't know.
So we celebrate for our anniversary in June. We celebrate Hatter Days, which is our big festival that we have. It's a big street fest, and Yeah, kind of just celebrate the founding of New Holland, and Mad Hatter was the very first beer we ever brewed, which is our flagship IPA.
So
Yeah.
when are Hatter's Day? When you say
Hatter
in July?
Day is in June.
June.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually, I think it's like the third weekend in June, 23rd it was this year.
You putting that on the calendar for next year?
Yeah.
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 Next June, the pigs will
My
be at
personal calendar.
It's fun. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
What are the kind of events does New Holland going to do in Indiana, like other than just beer tastings and stuff
We
like that?
do. Well, I'm actually doing a beer school here at Alley's in a couple of days. They do beer school here once a month, and then I have some festivals coming up. I have Valpo Brew Fest in Valparaiso on September 23rd, I believe.
Okay.
And then
That's a Friday. Is that right?
oh, the 24th. Then.
24th it is. There it is.
And then Porter Perfect Pint, which is in Porter, Indiana, on October 1st. It's a really fun fest.
Nice.
And I'm doing one here in Fishers at Chathum Tap.
Good old 116th, right?
Yes.
Love the boys with Rudy
Yeah.
and Gabe and all them. Yeah, good boys.
Yes. And that is October 27th.
Jay's kind of iffy. Stay away from him. Yeah. He's getting married in October,
Is
but
he?
he's still kind of
Okay.
sketchy. So.
I think it's on October 27th.
God, I hope
yeah.
he hears that.
October 27th is at Chatham. So we're going to have Dragon's Milk and our pumpkin beer Ichabod, and we're going to, we like to mix beers, so we're mixing Dragon's Milk and Ichabod together, and we call it Filthy Pumpkin. So it's really fun.
Nice.
That's a big,
a new
it's a big
play.
Cubby's bar too. So if they're playing that night, you'll have a really good
Oh,
crowd
cool.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
He's done a really good job of building up that fan
Yeah.
base.
Okay.
There, so,
Nice.
yeah.
And actually,
They seem
you
busy.
can at Alley's right now. You can do a Filthy Pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
so,
can. Yes.
From now until they sell out, apparently.
Ichabod and Dragon's Milk mixed together. It's really good. It's weird, but it's good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
spicy and chocolatey.
I mean, you're selling me on it. Chocolate pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
I mean, it can't
Yeah.
really go wrong here.
Cowboy, just say pie. We will.
Yeah, really, truly. I don't miss too many pies.
This is Jerry with Beer Brewery. You're listening to that great show, The Blind Pig Confessions.
But for our events, if you go to our website, it's newhollandbrew.com/events. You can filter the events by state or even by town. So if you're looking for specific New Holland specific events, or to see if we're going to be at any fests, you can always do it that way. It's really easy. I update it every week.
You guys go to a lot of events. mean,
I try to.
Yeah. So I remember the first time I actually seen you guys. I'd had your beer, Dragon's Milk, before, and I never made the connection. I mean, I had Dragon's Milk. Yeah, Dragon's Milk. But New
Say it
Holland.
one more time.
Dragon's Milk. New Holland was at Brouhaha one year.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this? I don't know.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we got Dragon's Milk. Oh. And then
Was
that,
it last year?
No,
No,
probably 3 years ago.
3 years
yeah.
ago,
Okay.
we did the event there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Under,
was there this year and last year.
We were
Yeah?
formerly called Prince back then.
Okay.
We had another.
we're actually the symbol
It
formerly
was-
known as
The
Prince.
symbol.
It was during our previous life.
Yeah. But I remember thinking, okay, now I get it.
Mhm.
I understand now.
Yes.
I'd had other New Holland stuff, but at the same time, I was like,
Mhm.
I didn't make the connection that was Dragon's Milk. And
Yeah.
then I was like, well, now I do. And
Yeah.
it's been love ever since.
Good.
Yeah, I had a few beers that I had no idea it was New Holland.
No,
Because I had
yeah.
a few beers, because I didn't realize they were around for 19 years. That's And
That is
especially
insane,
in
yeah.
that area, you've got a lot of stiff competition.
We do. Yeah.
But this stuff is shining through. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, you guys are doing a good job. And what I didn't know is you guys also do something else besides beer.
We
I think
do.
we talked a
Yes,
little bit about
yes.
this, and
Yeah.
I've heard it was. I haven't had it yet. Now, is that a recent venture, or is that?
We've actually been distilling for about 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
We were with a smaller distributor in Indiana up until about a year ago, and but we kind of decided that we're producing enough now that we can really get it out there with a bigger distributor. So we're with a bigger distributor now in Indiana. You know, it's selling in more places.
I've been seeing you out a lot,
And-
even at liquor stores more and more
Yep,
recently. So.
Yep. So our most popular spirit is called Beer Barrel Bourbon. It's a bourbon that we finish in dragon's milk casks for 90 days. So it's got that it's really cool. It's got kind of that bitter chocolate flavor along with a really nice bourbon.
Does Alley's have a bottle of it yet?
I don't think so.
Oh, Alley's, you disappoint.
Alley's.
That sounds like a bourbon I would like.
Darn it, Alley.
Yeah.
the one thing we request.
But we also do we have a really awesome gin program. I know a lot of people say I hate gin. I don't like gin. It tastes like pine cone. But our gin is amazing. It's very botanical. It tastes kind of citrusy and gingery. It's delicious.
I'll give it a shot, but if it tastes like a Christmas tree, I'm giving it back.
It does not taste like a Christmas tree.
Now here,
we do a barrel-aged gin as well.
Wow.
We do
Really?
blueberry gin. Yeah, they're
Did you say
Barrel-aged?
blueberry
We
gin?
do blueberry gin, yeah. Our head distiller is a blueberry farmer, so
Yeah?
we
Ah.
have blueberries readily available.
This makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
But I don't represent our spirits, but I love to drink them. So.
So I talk about them a
They're
lot.
my favorite. Yeah. So, but they're cool. They're very diverse. They're a more boutique spirit, but they're also they're quite affordable.
Yeah, yeah.
As well. So
I seen a bottle out the other day, and I
they-
thought, well, that's
Yeah.
not too terrible.
Yeah, and they're all really balanced, and they are really cool to make. Try to make different cocktails with, and yeah. they're
Now, see,
great.
I love the pine. I love gin because I do love I love that botanical and that pine
I don't get you.
and gin, but I hate it in beer. I'm not a big Cascade fan or Centennial. I don't like those pine flavors in a beer, but I do love a good gin. So
Oh, yeah.
looks like I'm gonna have to try some New Holland
Yes,
gin.
you do. It's amazing.
So what other spirits do you guys make, I guess?
Well, we do like you were talking about, the Hatter Royale, which is a white whiskey, dry hops with Centennial hops. We do a spirit called Clockwork Orange, which is an orange liqueur. It's really nice to use in place of like Cointreau or triple sec. It's got kind of a vanilla orange flavor. It's really delicious.
So like a dreamsicle almost?
Yeah, it's so good. If
I
you
just
do
pour that
that,
in a glass.
if you do that with a Hatter Royale, and make it like a margarita with a little bit of like lemon and lime, it's like an amazing margarita.
I think we need to hang out with you more often.
Yeah.
I love how Cowboy has everything goes back to food somehow. Ooh, chocolate pie, dreamsicle, pumpkin
Dessert.
lasagna beer.
I mean, I know this doesn't go over very well in like radio atmosphere, but I'm fat and I like food. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right. I mean, you're here.
We have a mascot who's a pig, a live pig, and we have to keep him away from the pig because all he wants to do is cook the mascot.
Bake it.
It's sad. The pig's scared of him.
I mean, the whole pig would fit very well in my smoker right now. Just throwing that out there.
He's not allowed to have apples in his hand when he goes near the pig.
Or his mouth.
That's
Or
right.
the pig's mouth.
The pig's
What?
mouth.
Huh?
Either way. Well, he wouldn't eat an apple. That's too healthy.
So, I mean, do you have any vodkas?
We do a vodka. We do one called Duchess, and then we just started making one called Michigan Awesome Vodka. It's a all Michigan ingredient vodka.
Nice.
We just released it, so I actually haven't tried it yet.
Oh, really?
It's
It's that
pretty
new.
good. Yeah. So we do that, and we're actually coming out with a new red wine barrel-aged gin.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't tried that one either. I'm going to be in Holland at the Brewery and Distillery next week, so I'll get to try everything. Then I'm really excited.
Well, for our boy Ben here, do you got any rum?
We do some rum. We do a few different rums.
Indiana passed a law that allowed you could do it as a brewery, but now you can as a distillery and stuff. And a lot of it was pushed because of like Hotel Tango and stuff. And now they do their liquors and they can sell them on Sundays, which is just one step closer to being where we fucking should be in the first place. Yeah. But so now, does that benefit you? I mean, what is your kind of setup as far as like you have a tasting room? Can you go in there and purchase these things?
You can. Yeah.
Can I day trip it to New Holland?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have a beautiful pub. That was a good
Sorry,
segue.
that was weird. Sorry, pleasure.
We have a beautiful pub in Holland. Our pub and our production facility are actually two different places, but we have a beautiful pub. It's family friendly.
Oh.
So
Weird.
bring the kids if you'd like,
Nope,
or not.
I'm good.
Or don't have fun.
I spend enough time with them as it is.
We have an amazing menu. We have an amazing chef.
Kitchen.
Amazing
wow.
food. And then we do our spirits up there as well. We have a whole cocktail list that's amazing, and we have a pub brewer. His name's Bert, and he does just specific brews for the pub.
Cool.
So
Yeah, cool.
you can go up there and
Which is smart because now
Yeah.
people have a reason to actually
Get
get the
in there.
food, you get in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can go up to the pub and get, you can bring back a growler of something that you might not normally
How
be
big
able
is that
to get.
facility? That's got to be massive.
It's pretty big.
I mean, how many people can you
pretty big.
seat inside of it for dinner and stuff?
Oh, it's large. It's very
That's
large.
not a number.
I'd say a couple hundred.
Perfect. No,
It's
that
big.
it helps me think.
It has
So
like
you're
an
probably over
upstairs.
6,000 square feet easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But we are actually opening up a facility, a pub in Grand Rapids.
Tasting.
Yes.
Nice.
It's gonna be called the Knickerbocker to pay homage to our Dutch settlers.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Grand Rapids is a great area too.
Yeah, it is.
So it'll be open. It will be open this fall,
Cool.
September this month, maybe
you got-
beginning of next month.
You got Aquinas College up there. There's another university up there too, but you're getting the college kids. I know there's some breweries up there
Yeah.
that do really well. There's a nightlife
Yeah,
up there, so
Mhm.
that's really great for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. that's
Did
awesome.
you just do a lot of research before you came on the
No,
episode?
I
Apparently.
actually traveled quite a bit in my time, and I'm actually a
Yeah.
lot smarter than you give me credit for. Anyways, so have you, do you guys on Sundays? Do you guys do pretty good business up there and everything?
We do, but I mean we're in Michigan, so you can buy.
Oh, that's
Alcohol in
Yeah, that's
Michigan,
true. You can do
but-
that. Yeah, we suck here. In
Yeah.
No.
But no, that's a
now,
good
I
point.
disagree. I really disagree with that statement.
Why?
Because I think it supplies Indiana with more money revenue. So more money is going back to the local people here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fully for this. On Sundays, you can only buy straight from the distillery or straight from the brewery.
Oh, I agree. That's a good push.
Completely okay with this.
But there's no reason that we shouldn't have.
I agree with you. I
No,
don't.
there's
I don't
not.
think there's a good reason for it,
Yeah.
except for nowadays. I like the laws. I like that you can only buy from the distillery or from the brewery.
It's a great economic boost. I totally agree with
Yeah.
you, 100%.
And I wouldn't be opposed. As far as if they boosted that more, I'm all for supporting more breweries and more distilleries here in Indiana.
So what do you mean boosting that more? So like do Mondays too?
Yeah. I'd be okay with that. I'd be completely fine with that.
He's never going to go home.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Buying pig every day. Buying pig every day.
Yeah, I don't know if that hurts or I mean, coming from Michigan and here, I know a lot of the argument here is it would kill. The bar owners hate that idea of the Sunday laws and because they think it's going to stop people from going to the bar on Sunday, but
I disagree.
it doesn't.
I disagree with
it
that.
doesn't.
statement, too, yeah.
I grew up in Michigan, and on Sundays we were pissed off because you couldn't buy beer till noon.
Yeah.
But we were buying beer and going home and watching the game or getting together and watching the game
Yeah.
somewhere. Now the guys that want to go to the bar still go to the bar. You're
Right.
not going
Or
to
if
lose.
you go to the bar during the day, watch some football, and then in the evening you're like, I'm going to go home watch
It's still-
Sunday Night
yeah.
Football because I don't want to be out
It's
super
not
late.
changing anything.
You can grab beer on the way home.
Yes.
Like I don't think it's going to affect it that much. I
No.
don't.
No, not at all.
No, and it gives it more competition. The people who love craft beer are going to go to the craft breweries, and especially now. Do you guys have TVs? Do you have an availability to watch sport games?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's what everybody's doing now. Because obviously you're going to bring.
Do
them in
you
there
guys
for
play
Sunday.
anything
You
better
kinda
than
have to on
Michigan
Sunday.
football?
What?
Do you play anything better than Michigan football?
I don't know.
That was really something for Brennan.
Everything's better than Michigan football. Spartan football is the way to go. So
Oh, is that where we're going? I was encompassing all that.
Are you guys going to be any good this year?
I
I mean, basketball, you're always
we
consistent.
we beat Furman.
So yeah, great.
No,
IU beat
I think this is
a
going
high
to be
school.
Spartans have a trying year. Unfortunately, I think the Wolverines are going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, well, he only needed a couple years to
Yeah,
turn that
he's
around.
he's gonna win something.
He's a
big,
beast.
which is good for them. Bad for listening to their fans up there. And I probably won't go home that year. They win. If I just stay here and wait it out.
Where it's safe.
Yeah.
Because IU Notre Dame aren't doing anything.
I'll stay here with the IU fans.
Yeah.
Notre
Purdue's
Dame-
no good.
Yeah, Notre Dame's opener
Hey,
went.
hey, Purdue won. Their one game this
Who'd
year.
you guys beat? School of the
Eastern
Blind?
Kentucky,
Yeah. Okay,
Eastern
there it is,
Kentucky School of the Blind, exactly. They were almost beating us in the first half. So.
That's amazing, that eye-hand coordination.
Now, Holly, you a South Bend native?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, I am actually from Niles.
Oh, you are from Niles. Okay.
Originally, but I've lived in South Bend for quite some time now.
So do you
I
probably
love
have more
that.
affiliation with Notre Dame
Oh,
than
yeah.
Michigan, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I live right downtown South Bend, so
Yeah.
I'm right by Notre Dame and all that traffic.
There's still no better place to tailgate than Notre Dame. I do,
No,
as
it
much
is
as I
very
hate
fun.
Notre Dame
Yeah.
football,
Agreed.
the tailgate's amazing.
It is.
And they're so welcoming to other fans.
Mhm.
It really is. Until
Yep.
you get inside those doors.
Yeah.
Outside, it's great. Once you get in there, you don't want to be in the
Yeah, it's intense. I just like to tailgate. I don't really like to go to the games.
It's a blast.
Yeah, tailgating. My distributor up there put on a tailgate for us for New Holland last year, and it was really fun. Had a lot
Oh,
of
I
beer
bet.
and hung out and met everybody, so it was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're South Bend. You're probably familiar with one of our favorite places up there.
What's that?
Fiddler's Hearth.
Oh, I live right behind there.
Oh, I love that place. It's fantastic.
I've been a regular there for since I
Rightfully
was able
so,
to
yeah.
drink.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yes.
That place is
It
fantastic.
is. Yeah, I've had some good times there.
I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah,
That place is just
from what I can remember.
It is
I
so.
was going to say some you don't remember.
It's such a relaxed place, but
It
then all of a
is.
sudden the beer and everything is
Yeah.
so fantastic. Then
Yep.
you're like, well, I'll have one more.
Yeah. Well, and they have
one
those.
more.
They have the beer engines.
Oh,
the
yeah.
casks,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they almost always have dragon's milk on one of their
They did.
engines, and it is like
Nice.
if you've never had dragon's milk on cask before, it is
It's-
a whole different experience.
The last time we were up there, that's what they had on
Yeah.
cask, and
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many I had.
Oh yeah,
At one point, I was like, they gotta be getting low.
I
Here
know. When they start having to like crank it, like
yeah. This is the thing. I know I should have popped this keg by now.
yeah,
It is a great place, and they have some of the best beers available
Yes.
on tap. I mean, they did a good job of finding great beer,
Great
good food.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
great food.
cozy.
Yeah,
Yes.
it
they have the
is.
fireplace.
Oh yeah.
Now, to give Allie some more props, is I was at a new place in town. I'm not going to even name it, but they were talking about how their pizza was award-winning pizza, and I'm sorry, it was good. Allie still kills it.
Oh, Allie's
and
food
Chef
here.
Radley is amazing. So
Allie's
he
food
is.
here is amazing. And they
it is.
hell, they've got a blind pig special.
Somebody was telling me about the wings and a burger. They have like a burger. that's
Scorpion
like a-
wings.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, Jordan,
you need to
take
do the
this over,
scorpion.
yeah.
You like hot food?
Yeah, but
Yeah, you should do that.
I'm scared.
mean.
You
From
know
what
what
I
you
was
should.
told,
That's
I'm
just
scared.
mean.
No, they're that.
Yeah, it
Scorpion,
is.
What is it? The jam? What is it? Which one is
Scorpion jam.
it? Yeah, it's not as bad as the other one.
I thought you were talking about the burger with like the Phantom.
We'll definitely do the burger.
That's
I
mean.
mean, no.
That's mean.
You know what? They did that to me. You didn't hear that episode?
Oh, well, then it's okay.
It is
No,
okay.
no. He's like, hey, what can I do for the first show? We're like,
Oh, bullshit.
hey, do you want to
That
do?
never
the,
happened.
Oh, wait, you volunteered yourself.
That's good radio right there. Did he cry?
He did.
It looked like I was.
No, actually, he just got silent. I don't think we had like 2 shows that night. I don't think he said a word.
Ben Myers did the same thing. He just like stopped talking.
Ben,
You were there with him,
stopped,
right?
He started to bawl.
Yeah.
And then he,
but
and
I
then he
kicked his ass,
spewed,
right?
Then he spewed into the bucket.
I
It was
kicked-
funny because
See? I
the
won already.
Alliance has this really very cool. He had the volleyball outside, a really very cool deck and a tiki bar.
Oh yeah.
The whole place was, I mean, it was like roaches, just scurried. He grabbed that bucket and everyone was gone. But I'm sorry, it is a hot, and I love hot food. That Scorpion Burger is fucking,
It's
But
ridiculous.
wait a minute, time out.
but it's good.
Ridiculous.
Brennan will order basically on a weekly.
Yeah, but I ordered just the burger. The fries are almost too. They have
The fries
the
are
ghost
bad.
pepper powder,
Oh,
and it's like doing the
yeah.
cinnamon challenge. You're just like, ah!
Yeah.
It just seize up.
Your throat closed.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, nobody told me that the fries were that way. So the burger comes out with fries, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to start on these fries for a second. No idea. I just, and I was like, oh, shit. This is not good.
Here's
the
the thing.
fries were
We
worse than the
didn't know.
burger.
Really?
they were.
No, we
yeah.
They were way worse because it was dry.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
There was no,
I eat the scorpion wings every time we're here. I'll have them again tonight. They're
Yeah.
good. They have really
Scorpion
great
wings
flavors.
are
Okay.
they're delicious. They're hot, but
they're
they're
hot,
got a
but-
great
yeah,
flavor to them, and they're not overly. I mean, they're not going to kill you like that scorpion. But that scorpion burger is
Right.
like marinated for a week in that shit. I mean,
Exactly.
it's outrageous.
It's ridiculous. They put the actual scorpion jam on it, not just scorpion
Ghost pepper
hot
cheese,
sauce. Yeah, it's,
jalapenos.
it's loaded.
I can't do it.
I can't
What
do
kind
it.
of
Nah,
cheese
nah.
is on it, too? It's
Ghost pepper cheese.
It's ghost pepper cheese. Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's,
jalapenos.
I mean, it's stupid. It really is.
I'm pretty sure they captured Satan and that's
Yeah.
his only job is to make the scorpion
Right.
burger, and he's just in a cage flipping
sweating
scorpion. That's
and
all he
everything.
does. Yeah.
He can barely get his hand
He's like,
out.
can I go home? They're like, no. $17 a burger. We're doing this.
Oh. And don't you
remember-
win like something if you?
Yeah, I mean,
No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't win
No.
anything.
You
get a shirt.
you get a pat on the back. You don't
You
have to
get
pay
like
for
a-
your
Yes, you
burger.
do.
Yeah, you do. You get like a jar of the
You get a jar.
sauce.
Yeah,
you get a T-shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Do you?
I didn't.
You get like a
'cause I
free
didn't make it.
ambulance ride to Community North.
Exactly. They pay for it. It's not.
Yeah, that's what they are. It's an
so
expensive
nice.
ride. It's like $500.
They give you a jar of the sauce like you're gonna fucking touch that again. Thanks,
okay,
asshole.
So
Yeah.
Holly, it's like this.
Okay.
I wear contacts. 2 days later, I was still going, oh God, I don't want to do this.
Really?
Yes. And I
Oh.
washed I thoroughly scrubbed my hands, and it was still like in my fingers.
So it burned while you peed
Yeah, I
for a
think the
couple
next
days.
day
It burned while I peed for a couple days.
Yeah. You had
Alright.
to touch it at some point, right?
Okay, well that's what were you talking
That's
about
a
when I
great
touch it, or
segment.
I just? Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's
The
a great.
burger's really hot. I wasn't sure what you were asking there.
That's a great.
If it was
segment.
like fire when I pissed or when I touched it.
Either way,
All right.
this is out
Yeah.
of context.
No. Have you listened to our show before?
No, I've been warned not to.
Do you remember when we were told that she has gifts for us?
Oh yeah, there they went. She just packed those back up.
I do.
Never mind.
I do believe we should be talking about some more New Holland beers.
I
because
agree.
It does have
Yeah.
some
I agree.
incredible beer in that
I
pack.
do.
Hi, this is Kelly from 18th Street Brewery, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
What's the best way to make it through a long work week? Take a midweek break and join the fun every Wednesday night at Alley's Alehouse in Fishers for Nico's Open Stage. Want to share your talent in front of a live audience? Whether it's breaking in some new material or jamming out to some favorites, Nico's Open Stage is the place to go for it. There's never a cover charge, and walk-ins are always welcome. Each week brings a featured artist and drink specials from Jack Daniels. Check out Nico's Open Stage on Facebook for more details. And come join the fun every Wednesday night at Alley's Alehouse, home of the boys of Blind Pig Confessions.
This is Greg with the Noblesville Brewfest. Our event is September 24th from 3 to 7 p.m. in beautiful Forest Park in Noblesville. Come out and join us for a wonderful day. We're going to be sampling close to 300 different beers and somewhere around 75 wines. We have food trucks, free cornhole, designated drivers are free, and free bottled water for the patrons. Come on out.
So let's get back into New Holland
We
beer.
can we can
And
we
not
can
just-
cut the whole hot wiener thing out. That's fine.
Oh no.
Well, and that keeps going. Yeah.
You should title the episode
The
The hot wiener.
Sponsored by New Holland Beer and Pete's headphones. Thank
My
you.
bosses will be like, "What were you doing?"
He's making headphones since
You went on
1993
the
in his
show
mom's
Why?
basement. All right.
You went on the show. Why?
I do think the next day, the only thing Hunter said to us, we have a thread, the Blind Pig thread, and he was just like, "You guys suck."
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
I'm
It
still
wasn't
in-
just the next
I'm
day.
still in pain.
It was like the next week.
Yeah.
Like,
To add to the humiliation, though, my wife and son were here going, my daddy's crying.
it was really funny.
You can do it, Dad.
He was like, I didn't sleep at all last night. I was up all night with heartburn.
Heartburn, dude. It was just like, oh. I was breathing fire. Anyway, moving on. New Holland beer. I heard something
Yeah?
about some more Dragon's Milk.
Well, no.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Did we talk about
Are
this
you?
already?
Oh.
Yes.
It's the first I've heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm drinking some.
So
now.
if the guy that just left, Clark, he comes out to a lot of our shows. But anyway, he was telling me that he went to a bar that had it on tap.
Uh-huh.
And he's just now getting in the craft scene. So he's
Okay.
just now, he's slowly getting into it. And he said he loved it. So he sat down. He had like 7 of them. And then lost track.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, he's like, man, the next day was not
Yeah.
pleasant for me. And I said, dude, it's craft beer. You got to be a little careful with craft beer. You can't chug it.
Oh, yeah.
It's not chugging beer.
Well, especially Dragon's Milk. Dragon's
Yeah.
Milk is 11%.
That's what I was yeah.
So it's...
And actually, some of them are even more than that, depending on which one it is.
Yeah, we did a triple mash version last year that was like 14.
I was gonna say it was
15.
shit.
It was so good, but it's like so smooth, so you can't really tell.
I remember having one that was like 14%.
I know.
There was a 14%er. I remember thinking
the triple mash.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
And like
but
two
it's so smooth.
Yeah, like the first one didn't kick in. And I was like, all right, I have another one. That second one was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Hey,
where are my pants?
What happened?
Why don't my arms work?
I think the problem is beer drinkers think like, 11%. Well, vodka is, 40, so this isn't very strong. They don't realize that instead of drinking an ounce and a half, they're drinking 12 to 16 ounces of it. It's a lot more intake of it, and it will mess you up pretty quick if you let it. So.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's fine. I don't mind. I'll drink it.
So what is your favorite New Holland beer?
My favorite New Holland beer? Well, I have a few. We do a sour program. A pretty small sour program. I love our sours.
I was gonna say I haven't heard of any of your sours yet.
My favorite is called Incorrigible Reserve. So it's a white sour with fruit added. So it has blackberries and raspberries in it.
Sounds awesome.
Delicious. Yeah. It's so good. Like I said, our sour program is pretty small.
It's not soured with the fruit. The fruit's added later.
No, the fruit is added.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool.
So, but like I said, our sour program is pretty small right now. We're hoping to expand it. But every once in a while, you can find our sours and bombers.
And you really have to kind of segregate that from everything else.
Yes. So we have it. Yeah. So we have it. We call it the House of Funk.
Nice.
So it's we have to keep it quarantined away from everything else because if you have a wild yeast outbreak in your brewery, that can be very bad.
Oh yeah.
Everything gets infected. So. We're growing at a not a super rapid pace with it, but
that's cool.
Like I said, we release 4 different ones a year, so you can find them around and kind of just you can always keep track on our website too, see which one's coming out when.
Awesome.
But another one of my favorites is if you guys want to try.
As I say, we've been talking about New Holland beer. Let's drink some New Holland beer.
Some of us already have been.
Other than
cheers.
I have little cups.
Oh, okay. Now you are.
I don't know. I didn't know what she was bringing, so I didn't want to screw up.
Sorry. So this is one of my favorites. It's not really distributed a whole lot around here. It's called Monkey King. It's a saison.
Oh.
So it's pretty light, but it's kind of funky and it has a really nice flavor. Nice lemon tart flavor with a little bit of black pepper.
Oh wow.
Farmhouse ale. So
nice.
I'll just pass that down.
This is Monkey King?
Monkey King. So this is another literary reference. If you're not familiar, Monkey King is... Oh, you were excited to get that.
Well, no. Ben can't have beer. This is really funny.
No. You weren't supposed to say that.
No, I am.
No, because his was mine.
I should get him hammered.
It's my birthday.
I need to be all ready for my podcast.
Oh, it is. Happy birthday, Hunter.
Thank you.
It is our Hunter's birthday today.
Is your birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
50.
Almost.
He is a grandpa.
I am.
50. I thought you were 63 this year.
Well, that was last year.
My bad. I was a year off.
This smells awesome.
Oh, wow. Yes, it does.
Yeah, so this is Monkey King. It's lighter. It's a saison. So, really light, just a little tart, funky. Not hoppy at all.
No, that's really
very
good.
Refreshing. A
Yeah.
little bit of lemony flavor, a little bit of black pepper.
It's got that little bit of carbonation to it. That saisons.
Yep. So one thing,
really good.
One thing that we do in New Holland is we brew. I like to say this excluding Dragon's Milk, but we brew all of our beer to be very balanced because we always brew our beer with food in mind. So we always want to, be able to approach restaurants who have really great food and say, we want to, bring out your flavors and you bring out our flavors and stuff like that.
This pairs well with this.
Yeah, and on the back of all of our bottles, we have food pairings.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Who does that? Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I don't know any beers that do that. That's great.
You could have simplified the one on Dragon's Milk though and just put everything.
Dessert.
Just everything.
But on the back of Monkey King, the pairing is shellfish, spiced cheeses, and citrus vinaigrettes.
That aroma on this is fantastic.
It is, yes.
I love that pepper kick in there. I love pepper on fruit. A lot of people think that's weird, but I put pepper on melon and stuff.
Yeah.
And we Cowboy, you and I were just talking about this earlier about the saisons. A lot of saisons are too light, and people think a saison's gonna be light for the summer, and you can still be light and flavorful and full. You know, I think this is delicious. I love that pepper kick.
Yeah, this actually has some texture to it. I mean, it's got some girth to it. I mean, something you can actually sink your teeth into.
Yep.
Saisons, like Brendan was saying earlier, a lot of times they're way too light, way too light. And I think a lot of times people get away with saying, well, Saison's supposed to be a light beer, so we'll just we'll make this our Saison.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily the truth. I mean,
this has some body to it.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah.
Yes, it's full. It's a heavy beer. I mean, it's not a light. It's delicious.
Well, and you guys got to think, when we brewed our own Saison, we didn't brew it to be light.
No.
We put a lot into our own. We do our own brewing, too. We put a lot into our Saison to give it more body and more flavor. We didn't want a light, fluffy beer.
Well, but we are all kind of, most of us, I mean, Cowboy loves IPAs more than the rest of us. We all everybody loves a good IPA. If it's good, it's good. But most of us we love porters and stouts. So I think that kind of goes along with making any beer we want it heavy or heavier than probably most people, which is good or bad. I mean, we still have to get to that. Everybody needs that beer to go from one to another. Yep. This is delicious.
And I agree completely with that, because here's the thing. I'm a porter and a stout guy, just like you just said, but this is one I could drink several of.
Oh, yeah.
He's very content, because it's not, and that's the thing. I haven't really found a whole lot of Saisons that I've really been like, I love this. I want another one of these. I could drink several of these.
Oh,
so
good.
I'll play New Holland.
Glad that you like it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's one of my favorites. Like I said, it's a year-round offering, but we don't distribute it a whole lot of it to Indiana, so it's kind of few and far between. Trying to work on that, so sometimes you can find it a little more often in the summer, but
it's really good.
Yeah, I love it. It's one that I always have in my fridge. It's kind of my go-to when I don't want an 11% Dragon's
I smell a lot of like almost wine in it, though.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of grape in it is what I'm smelling, and that pepper offsets it enough.
Yeah.
But with that lemon, it brings tartness back into it. It's sweet, tart, peppery.
It's very balanced.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of times I like to do beer dinners a lot. That's like my favorite event to do is a beer dinner.
Oh, it should be, yeah.
And I love them. They're so much fun, and I love talking about food and beer pairings. And usually this is the one that goes with like a really nice salad or something really citrusy. Mm-hmm. So
I'm just trying to wrap my head around really nice salad.
A really nice salad.
You're very pretty.
He's got bacon.
You lost Cowboy.
Oh, jeez.
So you're gonna have to let us know. You're gonna have to let us know when this is available.
It's a meatball salad.
She said it's always available.
Oh, fantastic.
Right?
It is
No,
always
she's gonna
available.
have to salad though when it's available here, because I will go out and buy some. You said it's in bombers, right?
No, this is in 6-packs.
6-packs. Okay, well, either way, 6-pack bomber, whatever. I'll buy it.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm there.
It's a really, really good beer. I mean,
And there's not a lot of beers I'm going to go out and search for, but this one is one of them.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
Agreed.
Okay.
Bigsby is one, and this one's one.
Oh, Bigsby. I love Bigsby.
I love
Bigsby.
Bigsby. Dragon's Milk, Bigsby, and now the monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey King.
I have to be nice to the evil Czech rep, so he gives me Bigsby.
Jeremy,
Yeah.
he's awesome. We've had him on the show.
He's okay.
We love Jeremy.
He's really good at giving Bigsby.
Yeah.
So that's
I'll have to be nice to him.
Somebody's got to be.
exactly.
No, nobody needs to be nice to Jeremy. He's treated us.
Hey, he brought us a lot of good beer.
He has brought us a lot of
He
good
did.
beer.
He did, but
I'll tell you what, that Arnie's event, though, he pulled up in the van,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like, you guys help me bring all this in. It's like, yes, we can. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
well, I guess.
The biggest thing Jeremy's done for us, though, is he gives us play-by-play on Facebook of where we can find Bigsby when it's available down here.
Yep.
Because had he not told us, I wouldn't have been able to drive all the way to Carmel and get us all Bigsby that day.
Yeah, like 10 cases of it or whatever it was.
It was not that many left. There's only like 3 or 4 left. That was all.
Whatever it
left.
was, but
Yeah,
still,
it wasn't-
you cleaned Indy out.
I cleaned Indy out. I did. I drove around and picked up all the Bigsby in the city.
I don't blame you.
So
Does anybody want any more? Just
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, yes.
a little bit more?
If
I'll
there's
just pass
some left,
around.
I mean,
Don't take it
hey,
all.
There's not a lot left,
it's my birthday. Yes,
but it is your birthday.
I could care less about your birthday, to be honest with you.
Hey,
Aw.
you will later. Here you go.
see, he shared with you. That was nice.
See?
I still have Dragon's
Later,
Milk, so I'm okay. No, I have Dragon's Milk. I'm fine.
I have both.
It's always better to have both.
You know, my
Okay,
mom
so
always
obviously we
said
have
that.
a absolutely delicious saison.
Fantastic, yeah.
And
And it was really funny that you did say that. I mean, we were just talking about it today. We broke into a saison before we got here, and
yeah,
it was real light, real just like
well,
you would expect.
A lot of people, like you said, think of like, okay, what can we brew that's light? Let's make a saison, but people tend to forget that a saison is a farmhouse ale, and so the saisons used to be brewed for the farmhands to give them calories.
Yeah.
And to help them work and
bulk up.
stay. Yeah.
Oh, Cowboys lovers here.
Getting a hug.
Riley, welcome to the show.
I do love this man.
He's drinking dragon's milk over there.
Is it?
We like that.
Yeah. Actually, that's I think his go-to beer.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God we were so sick of Hunter. Thank you, Riley.
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, buddy?
I haven't seen you guys in a while.
I know. We're glad to have you back on.
Hey, man, a lot of stuff's been going on.
Yeah. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Nah, not good stuff.
Well, there's beer here.
Got a Labrador Retriever at home, 14 months old, 3 seizures yesterday.
Oh,
no.
Jeez, can you believe that?
Oh, well, drink up.
I know.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
So we see you're drinking dragon's milk.
Oh, yeah.
You realize this is the New Holland rep sitting with us tonight.
Oh, my God.
Hello.
Hello. What's your name?
I'm Holly.
Wait a minute,
Molly?
Holly.
Holly. Nice to meet you, Molly.
Did you know that she was the New Holland rep?
Hunter over here told me that she was going to be here.
Oh, so you ordered dragon's milk knowing that she was here.
So are you trying to suck up?
No, I didn't.
That says something, though, because I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot.
I have no idea what you're doing.
I completely lost my
photobombing.
train of thought.
He's being paparazzi.
He is, yeah. Absolutely is.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that said something, though, because we have the rep on. You came up here. We haven't seen you in months. He shows up because the New Holland rep's here.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
What's going
There's
on?
nothing better than a nice glass of dragon's milk, though.
Oh, no joke.
Absolutely.
No joke.
So with the brewers from New Holland, are these guys? Is there one head brewer? You said there.
We have a few. Operations manager, head brewer, head. We have a really big quality control department.
Now, from what I've had from New Holland, are these guys dark beer lovers? Is that their niche, or is there? Or is it just because that's?
They all kind of have their own thing that they like.
Mhm.
But with dragon's milk, I don't think that we didn't really originally plan for it to be our number one beer. It just kind of happened. Because if you think about it, dragon's milk is really one of the very, very few bourbon barrel stouts you can get whenever you want.
Right.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
KBS, Bourbon County,
Right.
Black Note, I think it is, from Bell's. They're all awesome beers, but you do have to kind of wait in line for them.
Right. And
You
those
have
are
to-
okay.
No, they're all great. I mean, they're all ridiculously good, but, you have to kind of know when they're going to be released, and you have to worry about, getting on the list and stuff. And so Dragon's Milk is one that, it's an 11% bourbon barrel stout that you can get whenever you want. I mean, you can buy it in Meyer. So I think that was kind of what happened, and it's almost 50% of our sales as a brewery right now. So
Wow.
yeah. So
Wow, I had no idea that was that high.
After Dragon's Milk, I had the Poet, and I love the Poet.
Yeah.
It's an incredible beer.
I love Poet. Yes, Poet is one that if you want a stout but you don't want the bourbon barrel 11%, it's nice to
If
have.
you want that
and
quintessential stout,
yeah,
Poet
nice
is
roasty flavors.
Yep.
Oh yes, Poet is one of the first craft beers I ever had, so I have a special,
really?
very special place in
Wow.
my heart for Poet. I love it. But, yeah. So.
Now, are you from Michigan?
I'm from Niles, Michigan. So, but I'm the Indiana sales manager.
Awesome.
So I live in South Bend, and I travel all over Indiana and work with our distributors. And
Where's Niles at?
Niles is right over the state line. From if you're in South Bend, it's 10 minutes.
But is it
north.
okay, so it's closer to the middle of the state then?
No, it's 10 minutes north. It's right on the state line. Niles is.
But closer to the west side or the east side?
It's right north of South Bend. If you just keep going on 31, you'll go through.
Because I used to live in Grand
west side.
Rapids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I knew Grand Rapids, 3 Lakes, I think it was. Then you go straight up Red River Highway to Silver Beach.
Yeah.
And we used to go camp in Pentwater and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're closer to Niles than
Yeah.
on the west side. So you're
Yeah.
if you go with the South Bend, you're right there. But
Is
yeah,
that- okay.
But you're going.
It's basically like in South Bend. It's like a
Yeah.
suburb of
Oh,
South Bend.
Yeah.
Michigan. Back
Right
to Indiana.
there, yeah.
What was it? Where's Journeyman? Three Oaks?
Journeyman's in Three Oaks.
Three Oaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're real close to there, right?
Yeah. They're
Now,
great. I love
has
them.
New Holland done anything with Journeyman?
No, just because we're a distillery as well, and they're technically competition, but
Yeah.
we're all friends.
That's what I said. I mean, that's what the cool thing. I mean, everybody, at least if not collaborating, they're still everybody is supporting everybody else in that industry.
And a lot of times people will ask me like, oh, don't all you brewery reps hate each other? I'm like, no, we're all good friends, and we all hang
we
out
all
and have
share
fun
beer.
and have beer and
We're the happiest people on the earth.
Share silly stories from the road. And
Do you are you guys in with the casinos? Because you have that big one right there over the border, the Indian one in
Yeah.
Michigan, and then you have, of course, what is the one on the water in Michigan City, the Blue Chip?
Blue Chip.
Blue Chip. Are
Yep.
you guys part of those or?
Yeah, I do their festival every year.
Oh, do you really?
and
Which one? Sorry.
It's the Blue Chip.
The Blue Chip. Okay.
Yep, and then the Horseshoe Casino, which is in the region.
Yes.
They're like one of my number one Dragon's Milk accounts.
Oh,
in the
bet.
state.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Very cool.
They're good.
You hear that a lot in Michigan. The region.
The region.
Yeah.
It's like the
UP, the LP, and the region.
Well, the region is like the part of Indiana that's like almost to Chicago.
Wait a minute. Nobody says the LP.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No.
I'm pretty sure
It's
last
the
time
UP.
I was. No.
And
It's not the LP.
And the Trolls.
LP
The
is
Trolls, yes.
a long play
No,
for
someone
albums.
said it last time I was up there. Maybe it was me. Maybe
He was,
I was just drunk.
he was somebody from Indiana. Yeah, it wasn't a. It was not a UP. Nobody from Michigan said the LP.
No, I've
I'll guarantee
never
you.
heard that.
Oh, all right then.
I was like, oh, I'll just let him make
They
up
said
words.
the Trolls, but that's
Way to go,
fantastic.
Kel. I like that she was nice about it, though.
I know.
She was like,
And Brennan's like,
"Oh,
fuck
honey,
yourself."
no."
stupid fudgy.
I really hope she's going to call me out later.
Okay, so I know that Cezanne was not all you had in that bag of tricks.
Oh wow. Okay.
Bag of tricks.
Ooh, this just sounds like it
I like
got
that you
dirty.
called her
I
out.
like this.
I had to say that when Hunter wasn't on
I
the
love
show.
when Brennan's been drinking.
Give you guys some full circle. This is our kolsch. It's really light.
Oh.
This is lighter than Monkey King.
I feel like I've had that before.
It's another one that's year round, but it's not super widely distributed around here. So
The Kolsch is year round?
it is, yeah.
I was announced this earlier, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to step out of my bounds here, so because I don't drink beer. But I had heard kolsches were something that were lighter, that they were a go-to for a lot of places because for people who are domestic drinkers, a kolsch was a good introduction to the
Absolutely.
stepping
Oh,
stone.
yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say that earlier when she started to say something, but I was like, don't be stupid, don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. No. I mean, you're stupid, yes, but that wasn't a stupid statement.
But it was a smart beer question.
Is it the gateway of beers?
The gateway
The gateway of beers?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I pour...
leads to heavier things.
Yeah, it's like weed.
Pass it down. Pass it
Oh,
down.
yes, sorry. She's yelling
Whenever
at me.
I pour this beer full circle at a fest, there's always people who come up to me at fests who say, I like lighter beers, so this is always one that I will give them, and they always really like it. It's very,
really good.
It's easy to drink, but it does have a nice, body to it, and it's really dry, so it kind of has that like dry champagne. yeast thing going on.
dry white or champagne.
It's got a little bit of a
Yeah.
sweetness to it.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
A little sweet, but it's a good outside beer for summertime.
New
and
champagne of beers.
yeah.
It's I'll be honest, it's a little light for my personal taste, but
It is
this
light.
I can see where this would be an excellent beer to get people off of that,
Oh yeah.
off of the mainstream beers
Yep.
into craft beer. That is definitely a perfect stepping stone beer
Yes.
right there.
The
Yeah.
gateway beer.
Yep.
When I did Bar Louie's, we had a kolsch, and guys that would drink like Bud Light and Budweiser and stuff, I would always give them a snit.
Yep.
And I'd be like, look, I know you're probably not going to like it, but just give it a whirl.
Yep.
And you'd be surprised. Like, no, most of the time, they're like, nah, I'm good with what I got. But every once in a while, you get guys like, all right, yeah, that's not too bad. What's that cost? A pint,
Yeah.
whatever. And so it is a good introduction. It's a great way to get people out there and
Yeah.
expand things.
It's a German style.
Yeah.
It's light, and it's just
Still got flavor and
yeah.
It does. Yeah,
Still
it's
has
good.
flavor.
It's a good beer. It's just a little light for me. But
Yeah.
again, that goes back to the fact that I like the heavier, thicker beers too.
Me too.
So,
Yeah, me too.
but
So-
I would never say it's a bad beer. I like
No?
it.
Yeah.
would this be if you go to New Holland Brewery and you say if someone goes in there and says, I don't know anything about craft beer, I drink, would Kolsch be the first one you introduce them to?
Yeah. This would be the introductory, and just kind of try this, and if you like this, maybe we'll give you a pale ale or Monkey King or.
Are you guys? I don't know. I haven't had one. A New Holland lager.
We don't do any lagers right now.
Right
but,
now, not many people do, but I'm starting to see that a little. It's starting to be. I think IPAs have started. I'm hoping the bubble's starting to burst because I'm not a big IPA fan, and I'm hoping people get back in the lagers. But they're hard. They are difficult.
They are, yeah.
And a lot of craft breweries aren't doing lagers at least yet.
Right. Yeah.
But you're starting to see a little bit. Bella's got a delicious one, but I just wonder if New Holland Pit should be around that long if you guys had a lager yet.
We are, I believe, going to sometime soon, from what I've heard. But yeah, we brew at our pub. Our pub brewer brews a lager up there, in the summertime, and it is definitely something that we're looking at doing. But like you said, it is, and a kolsch too. Those beers, they are very simple and they're very light and easy to drink, but they're also one of the hardest brews because you can't really hide any flaws in these beers, so you can't hide anything with a bunch of hops or a bunch of malts or a bunch of,
And the temperature control on those is much more much more intense. You have to keep everything at a much lower temperature for a much longer period of time, and which makes it difficult for the breweries to be able to do that rapidly to get, especially the small breweries, to get their brews out there fast enough.
And to keep that consistency.
Right, exactly.
It's got a weird smell to it. It smells like sparkling grape juice.
It does a little, I know. Yeah.
It's weird.
It does.
It tastes phenomenal.
Good. Good. Glad you like it.
Yeah, it's funny if you're on the outside of that brewery window looking in, you would think, most people think the heavy beers or the dark beers are more difficult to make, but you're it's not even close. A lot of people it's so easy to hide stuff in there. If you usually go to a brewery, and, like I said, if you go to New Holland, you get that kolsch, like wow, there's nothing missing there. It's a great, delicious, crisp beer, and it tastes good. Everything else is typically going to be good. Now, if they have a bad light beer or a lighter style beer,
just go ahead and keep skipping over.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere else. Don't even want your dark beer.
All the brewers tell us that the really dark, heavy stouts with a bunch of flavors in it are the easiest ones to make because you can cover up anything that may have gone wrong.
Yep.
So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, the really light beers like this, you can taste any single imperfection in that beer whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hey, your stout really tastes kind of buttery. That's kind of nice.
I had a question for you. Do you actually get to go in with the brewers? Have they actually walked you through, and you've had a day where you've spent with them to learn how the whole process works? Or?
I have not brewed with them yet.
Ridiculous.
I know. I know. But I have been in our brewery several times, and we do. We have people up to the brewery. So if you guys ever want to come up, our brewers and our quality control people will do, sensory evaluations with you, and they'll go over, brewing processes, and a lot of people like to go into our Dragon's Milk cellar, which is
why wouldn't you?
amazing.
Exactly.
And it's,
I'd never come out.
It's.
I can see you getting off the bus being like, "Where's the cellar?"
Yeah. So the cellar.
Meet you all there.
I'll take the cellar and the ribs.
We have a ton of barrels in our cellar, and it's just a beautiful sight. It smells amazing in there.
I want to go see this. This would be cool. I don't drink beer, but this would be cool.
Yeah. So our brewers will kind of go through the process.
So what about you? Like, what do you want to do after this, or where does this take you? I mean, you're in sales currently, correct?
Yeah.
So where does this go? Where's the next path as far as being in a brewery, or how do you do this?
I want to stay with New Holland as often as.
Do you want to get into
as long as they will have me?
Well, of course. But is there another part of it that you want to get into?
Yeah, I do. I want to learn more about brewing and kind of the technical side and stuff like that. So
but this is still the fun side. You get to go out and introduce people to beer that haven't had it yet, and and you keep getting to try new beer. And So it's got to be the fun side. Yeah,
there's so much to learn, especially because this industry is so big now.
It is,
there's just endless possibilities.
It's an ever-growing industry. it really is.
Yeah.
And right now, we've talked to several places about, have we hit our bubble yet? Have we hit our bubble yet?
Not even close.
No. A lot of big name people will say, we're hitting that bubble, we're hitting that threshold. No, we're not. There's no way we're hitting that threshold.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much more to grow and learn, especially, I mean, I know you're from Michigan, but here in Indiana, I mean, Michigan's growing, Indiana's growing, Midwest as a whole.
I like how you said that sympathetically.
Yeah.
I know you're from Michigan.
I mean, you're from Michigan. Well, what I'm saying is you're really close to Canada, so I feel really bad for you. But
yeah,
no,
I mean, I'd say Michigan breweries have been around a little bit longer.
They have, absolutely.
Because
not even a little,
a lot longer.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis, it's like, I mean, I manage the whole state, so I come to Indianapolis, a couple times a month, and I swear every time I come here, it's, oh, have you heard of such and such brewery that just opened and whatever, and there's so many, and there's a lot of competition around here. It's because people are very local centric and they want, something brewed down the street, and sometimes they tend to forget about, like the OGs of the brewery, New Holland, Bell's, Founders.
And a lot of them are from Michigan.
Yeah. A lot of them are from Michigan. So there's a lot of great breweries popping up around here too. So.
Oh, there are.
There's room for everyone.
Yeah, damn near every day. But I don't think we've seen that bubble. I don't think we've seen that threshold yet. Yeah. So I look forward to seeing everything around it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Holly, it's awesome to have you on. Love New Holland. We can't talk enough about New Holland. We love New Holland beer.
Absolutely.
We love that Dragon's Milk. We love, and obviously she's introduced a couple more, and I think hopefully you'll stick around for Ben Ken and Spark Joy Music.
You should go.
And have some.
Just leave. Run like hell. There's nothing good coming out of this podcast. I'm 3 cocktails in.
Leave the beer.
Well, I do have the Dragon's Milk with raspberry and lemon.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere.
Let's do that for an hour. Let's just don't talk to me. Don't.
I think that will be probably held hostage.
I have nothing
here for
to
a while.
offer society.
Absolutely.
All right, again, Holly, thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Peace.
Here we go. Just a man in a desert in a foreign land. Funny how time bends, taking a turn now through a century. Baby blues, and but they turn to green. She's 16. Where do we go from here? How do we get through all these years? Where do they disappear? A million miles through the Milky Way, burning my time away day by day. Funny how fast it fades, and it goes on and on and on and on. It seems to never end, till you wake up one day and see what's left is less than what has been. Myself is what I see, dream of what will be. starts to fade away, we'll just crack a smile at what